Have you ever walked into a supermarket for just a loaf of bread, but left with a cart full of items? It's not a coincidence, it's science. Supermarket layouts are meticulously designed to nudge you into spending more, often without you even realizing it. From the placement of fresh produce at the entrance to the carefully curated traffic flow that guides you through every aisle, every detail is chosen with your spending habits in mind. Let's start with the entrance. Supermarkets often greet you with colorful displays of fruits and vegetables. Why? These fresh, vibrant items put you in a good mood and trick your brain into thinking you're making healthy choices. But this is just the beginning. The real game starts as you dive deeper into the shopping experience. Next, let's talk about shelf placement, the silent influencer of your decisions. Supermarkets place high-margin or premium products right at eye level, making them the first thing you spot. Meanwhile, cheaper or generic alternatives often hide on lower or higher shelves, practically camouflaged from your line of sight. It's not by chance that kids' cereals are positioned lower, at kids' eye level, creating a perfect setup for those impulsive, "can we get this, please?" moments. If you're shopping strategically, you need to learn to scan entire shelves from top to bottom. The best deals often require effort to unearth, but with a sharp eye and less rush, you'll save much more. Finally, there's the traffic flow, the subtle choreography that guides your journey through the store. Supermarket layouts often lead you on a winding path, funneling you through aisles with tempting goods you didn't plan to buy. Notice how essentials like milk and bread always seem tucked away in the farthest corner? That's intentional. Along the way, you'll likely pass irresistible snacks, seasonal sales, and flashy displays designed to grab your attention and loosen your wallet. To resist these traps, arm yourself with a shopping list and stick to it like glue. Better yet, explore outer perimeter aisles where basic items are often stocked, skipping the labyrinth of middle aisles where impulse buys lurk in abundance. Let's start with one of the oldest tricks in the book, psychological pricing. Ever wonder why so many prices end in 99 cents instead of rounding up? It's because $9.99 feels cheaper than $10, even though the difference is literally just a penny. This tiny adjustment plays a big role in how your brain perceives value. Your focus shifts to the number 9 instead of rounding up to 10. And supermarkets take full advantage, slapping those 99-cent endings on everything from snacks to bulk items. To outsmart this, try rounding up in your head whenever you shop. A $5.99 item? Mentally call it $6. It might not break the bank, but this simple mental shift helps you stay more aware of the true cost of what you're buying. Now let's talk bulk buys. Surprisingly, bigger isn't always better. Sure, the value pack of cereal might look like a steal, but that larger box could have a higher cost per ounce than its smaller counterpart. Supermarkets bank on you assuming bulk equals savings without actually checking. Always look for the unit price, often found in tiny print on the price tag, and do a quick comparison. As for those flashy sale tags, they're not always as exciting as they seem. Sometimes, the original price has been inflated to make the discount look bigger. So before you get swayed by a red tag and bold letters, check what the regular price is supposed to be. A real deal? Worth it. A sneaky markup? Leave it on the shelf. Buy one, get one free. It sounds too good to pass up, right? Supermarkets love this tactic because it feels like a jackpot for shoppers. But here's the catch. Unless the item is something you genuinely need, or can actually use before it goes bad, you might just be doubling up on expenses for products that end up in the trash. This offer is great for non-perishable items like canned goods, toothpaste, or freezer-safe foods. But when it comes to fresh items like produce or bread, it's worth asking yourself, can I consume this much before it spoils? If the answer is no, you're not saving, you're wasting. What about those enticing 10 for $10 deals? Here's a secret. Most of the time, you don't have to buy all 10 items to snag the discount. Supermarkets use this trick to make you feel like buying in bulk is the only way to save, but what they're really banking on is you over-purchasing items you don't actually need. A pro tip? Check the unit price. If the deal applies individually, feel free to grab only one or two of that item, just enough to meet your actual needs without cluttering your pantry with extras you'll never use. Finally, have you ever noticed those limited time or while supplies last promotions? These are designed to trigger urgency and make you act impulsively. But don't fall for the pressure. Unless it's a genuine necessity or an item you already plan to buy, take a step back and evaluate. Ask yourself, would I buy this even if it weren't on sale? If the answer is no, it's likely the deal is controlling your decision, not your budget. Smart shopping means sticking to your plan, not chasing discounts that don't align with your needs. Ever notice how the first thing you see in most supermarkets is the fresh produce section? That's no accident. It's a psychological masterpiece at work. Those vibrant fruits and leafy greens are designed to create a feel-good, healthy vibe that makes you more likely to splurge in later aisles. And those misters spraying droplets onto the apples and lettuce? They're not just for freshness. They're marketing magic, making items appear crisp and farm fresh, even though some of them might have traveled thousands of miles just to reach your store. But here's the catch. While this section screams health and vitality, it's also one of the easiest spots to overspend. Fresh produce is perishable by design, so overestimating how much you'll use can lead to bags of wilted spinach or mushy strawberries destined for the trash, and your wallet takes the hit. So, how do you shop smart without falling into the fresh produce trap? First, make a specialized list. Plan your meals for the week and stick to buying only the fruits and vegetables you know you'll use. Second, don't be swayed by the perfectly arranged displays pulling you toward bulk buys. It's tempting, but unless you're hosting a fruit salad party, chances are you won't get through that 5-pound bag of oranges. Finally, shop with shelf life in mind. Opt for versatile, longer-lasting produce like carrots, apples, or cabbage for most of your needs, and leave more delicate items like berries and avocados for a smaller quantity or specific recipe. The goal is to avoid waste and maximize every penny while still enjoying the color and nutrition of fresh foods. Ever notice how your eyes naturally gravitate toward products displayed at eye level? That's no coincidence. It's a calculated move by supermarkets and brands. Middle shelves, also known as eye-level shelves, are prime real estate in the grocery world. Brands know this, and they're willing to pay top dollar to secure spots on these shelves. Why? Because products placed at eye level are the most likely to catch your attention, and therefore, the most likely to end up in your cart. Supermarkets use this to their advantage, stocking these shelves with higher margin items or premium brands. You're essentially being led right to the most expensive options without even realizing it. But here's the kicker. The best deals are often hiding in plain sight, just not where you're looking. Supermarkets tend to stock generic and budget-friendly brands either on the top shelves, where you have to stretch, or at the bottom shelves, where you have to bend down. These aren't flashy or centered, and there's a reason for that. These lower-cost options don't earn supermarkets as much money per purchase, so they don't get the spotlight. Next time you're shopping, make a point to scan the high and low shelves. For instance, if you're buying pasta sauce, you may find the same flavor profile at half the price lurking just above or below that brightly colored, heavily advertised jar. So how can you shop smarter? First, adjust your perspective, literally. Develop the habit of looking up and down each aisle to evaluate all your options. Second, compare prices per unit or per ounce via shelf labels or smartphone apps, rather than defaulting to middle shelf items. Oftentimes, you'll find that the products stocked on higher or lower shelves are identical in quality, but significantly lower in price. Finally, know that some items are deliberately targeted at different demographics. For example, sugary cereals and kid-focused snacks are often placed on shelves at a child's eye level to entice younger shoppers. Being aware of these tactics allows you to shop with intention rather than manipulation, and that's the ultimate savings hack. Let's talk about the checkout counter, the grand finale of your shopping trip. Ever notice how it's packed with candy bars, gum, miniature hand sanitizers, and magazines? That's no coincidence. Supermarkets design these areas with military precision to target your impulse buying instincts. After you've navigated through aisles loaded with psychological tricks, yes, we see you, Section 1. You're likely feeling decision fatigued. This makes you more vulnerable to snagging a $2 candy bar or a $4 celebrity gossip magazine that you didn't plan on buying. And the kicker? These items are often marked up significantly, turning them into high-profit gold mines for retailers. So, why do these items tempt us so much? It's all about psychology. For starters, their small size and low price make them feel like harmless indulgences, something you tell yourself you deserve after making it through the store. Plus, the act of waiting in line gives you idle time to glance around and rationalize one more purchase. Even the brightly colored packaging is designed to grab your attention as you stand still. But here's the thing. Those tiny indulgences can snowball into big spending over time. Grabbing a $3 snack every week. That's over $150 a year on stuff you probably don't need. So, how do you resist these impulse purchases? First, adopt the golden rule. Make a list before you shop and stick to it. If it's not on the list, it doesn't go into your cart. Simple as that. Second, try to keep your hands occupied while waiting, whether it's scrolling on your phone or mentally calculating your total. And finally, consider steering clear of checkout lanes with the most tempting items, like those candy-heavy express lines. By staying mindful and avoiding unnecessary splurges, you could easily walk out with a fuller wallet and zero regrets. Supermarkets are masters at tapping into your spontaneity. Have you ever gone in for just a few things and walked out with a cart full of items you didn't even plan to buy? That's no accident. End caps filled with seasonal treats, guided traffic flow nudging you down snack-filled aisles, and enticing smells from the bakery. All these tactics are designed to lure you into impulse choices. But there's a proven shield against this: a shopping list. Studies show that sticking to a pre-written list can cut impulsive purchases by as much as 23%. Better yet, pairing your list with a solid meal plan ensures that every item you buy has a purpose. And no, random snacks for movie night doesn't count. By focusing on what you actually need, you'll not only save money, but also avoid the dreaded fridge purge of forgotten leftovers. Less waste equals more savings. Meal planning might sound like a chore, but here's where it pays dividends. Picture this. You plan meals in advance for 6 days a week, factoring in a few quick breakfasts, hearty dinners, and easy-to-pack lunches. This gives you a clear overview of ingredients needed. Now, instead of wandering through aisles, grabbing tempting extras that don't align, you're in and out of the store with minimal fuss and maximum savings. A major bonus? You can batch cook certain meals, which is going to cut down not only on cooking time, but also on the number of shopping trips you make. Fewer trips mean fewer opportunities for supermarkets to trick you into buying what you don't need. Another underrated benefit of mastering the shopping list and meal planning combo: you'll avoid falling into the trap of convenience buys. Supermarkets know that when shoppers are pressed for time or unsure about dinner options, pricey prepackaged foods and frozen meal kits become irresistible. But these items often come with inflated price tags and unnecessary packaging. By planning ahead, you can curate fresher, healthier meals for a fraction of the cost. Pro tip: prioritize versatile ingredients that overlap across multiple recipes. Think rice, chicken, or fresh greens. This lets you stretch your grocery budget further while keeping meals exciting. Strategic planning isn't just a game plan. It's your savings superpower. Supermarkets aren't just counting on your wallet. They're counting on your habits. Here's a surprising fact. Those store-specific apps you probably ignore? They're a goldmine for savings. Many of these apps offer digital coupons tailored to your shopping preferences, giving you discounts on items you actually buy. For example, if you frequently purchase granola bars, the app might surprise you with a personalized coupon for 25% off your next box. But here's the kicker. Supermarkets also use these apps to guide you towards higher-margin products. That's why it's important to stick to your list and redeem only the discounts that align with your planned purchases. Another trick to watch for: flash sales within the app. They seem time-sensitive but often recycle, so don't feel pressure to stock up unless you genuinely need the item. Ultimately, these apps can either be your secret savings weapon or another tool in the supermarket's arsenal. It all depends on how you use them. Next, let's talk loyalty programs, aka the keys to unlocking hidden store perks. With these programs, you're rewarded for spending money, but the real hack lies in maximizing their benefits. Some supermarkets offer double or triple points days, so timing your purchases around these events can fast-track your rewards. Others let you redeem points for tangible savings like free items or gas discounts. If you're not joining loyalty programs because you think they're a hassle, think again. Most require minimal effort to access savings that can really add up. And don't underestimate combining these perks with manufacturers' coupons. Found a coupon for $1 off your favorite cereal? Stack it with a loyalty program discount to double down. It's like they're paying you to take that box off the shelf, almost. Just remember, loyalty programs work best when you stay loyal to your list, not to the shiny promos they throw in your face.